someone called, Jibbi, you know the shop is fire. I was shocking. I just cannot believe it.
Oh my god, I can
I
imagine.
just feel like the world destroyed. Like, oh, why? Why is happened to my shop?
Yeah, because like after 1 year of so much, you know, passion,
Right.
efforts, you're like,
It's
no.
like my baby. And
Yeah.
then like, oh, something wrong with the baby. Then I have a second thought. Okay,
Take this one. So your name is Jibbi.
Jibbi?
I wanted to know how you started this place.
1 year and 4 months. And then it literally gone in one day. I was looking for the cafe, this place, for last 5 years.
And how did you find this one?
Actually, I gave up already. I subscribed to one property and then they sent me the email. They said so off already. By that time, I don't really understand what that's mean, but they sent this photo. Actually, the next building already sold. What about the next door? Oh, right. Yeah, you can have a look. And that's why we get it very fast before the market.
Wow.
So I came here, have a look first time and pay the money right away. So
And
I
you-
know
yeah.
it's this place. So I was booking this one, pretty much pay the deposit just 2 weeks before landing to Korea. So this shop
Wow,
has
it was so
designed
risky.
in Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's inspired from Korea. So pretty much this shop have everything from Korea.
Because
So
you can-
inspiring. Yeah, because I was in Korea.
And you are from Korea?
No,
or
I'm Thai.
Oh,
I'm Thai,
okay.
yeah.
And why at the beginning you wanted to be barista? Like why?
The first reason is the money. It's not what I like it. It's not about passion, forget about it. It's just to survive in Australia. So back in the day, I came here for study master degrees. But
Yeah.
then master degree, it gonna take $1 million baht Thai. So this is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And that's why I start to work part-time. I work in the ICC with this big function.
Yeah.
So you have to walk a long way, like keep walking and become so tiring with the leg. And there is one function, they are the coffee function. And I saw, oh, the barista, cool job, just making coffee. And
You can stay, yeah.
and he just standing in front of the machine, no walking.
But this is so smart. Like this
Back
is,
in yeah, that was the first thought. I worked the way through to become a barista. So try out a job, didn't get a job at the first place. But then the barista so kind, so he actually taught me how to making steam the milk. He said, okay, before you leave, I'll show you how to steam the milk. I'm a little bit short and he very tall, so I couldn't see it. So I listening to the ear.
Yeah.
Remember how the milk sound.
wow.
And the next day, I literally replicate the milk sound and I get a job.
Wow, my God, that's crazy.
And it starts from there. The barista, pretty much they're very busy in the morning. As you
Yeah.
has no experience, they put you in evening. Pretty much you do smoothie. You actually work after the other one. One taxi driver came and like, always asking for the purest barista. I just like, why? They don't want to have my coffee? Oh, right. So I try to ask why is she that good? Why everyone want her coffee? And the reason is, oh, she can do latte art. Every cup different.
Yeah.
And that's my first understanding. Oh, you need to do latte art.
Wow.
So the passion come later, the money
Yeah.
come first.
I was traffic controller.
Okay.
Before I was working in a cafe as well.
I see.
And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I loved all of those jobs,
Okay.
but it was for the money. Like I'm
see,
not gonna
yeah.
stay on the road like just for the
Right, I
fun. Like
see.
no, it was for the money. For sure, it was for the money.
That's from the money
Yeah.
motivation, it become passion. Because when I start with the coffee and when you start to do latte art, it's like a magnet. You just keep doing it. I don't know why. Like, oh, I like it. Like,
That's
oh,
so
okay.
cool.
It's very creative.
Oh my God. Mickey, you are really, really good. And the fire. The fire.
Someone called, Jibbi, you know the shop is fire?
How's the fire started?
The investigator didn't say anything yet. They still
So,
investigating.
okay.
I'm not sure what happening. It's come from the ceiling, go to the toilet, and explosion. Everything. But luckily enough, that door protect the shop. You know, because Australian had the fire protect door, and we closed that door. That's why the shop safe. But then we need to renovate.
How did you react when you
Oh.
discovered this?
So when I was shocking, I just cannot believe it.
Oh my god, I can
I
imagine.
just feel like the world destroyed. Like, oh, why? Why is happened to my shop?
Yeah, yeah, because like after 1 year of so much, passion,
Right.
efforts, you're like,
It's
no.
my baby. And
Yeah.
then like, oh, something wrong with the baby. Then I have a second thought. No, I cannot defeat because I have so many staff. I have a few staff, so they need money. I have to be strong, so I just have to stop thinking all negative. I have to be positive. I believe it happened for a reason.
But I think it's gonna be a part of your story. Like, it's gonna add something really special for this place. Like a scar, on the body of someone.
I think my staff I care the most because they no shop is no work, and that's why I have to have to find a solution, the best. But we figured it out. You have to follow the flow. The flow gives you the direction. It's a way out somehow. If the flow want us to do this, we do this. It's always have a reason for everything that's happening.
Yeah, I can't wait to see like in 5 years how it's gonna be here. Like if you, for example, me, if I want to open a place like yours, or if I'm starting my first business like you, which advices would you give to me?
First, it's all about the costing, because I have to say something like the business in Australia, literally the cafe, the profit margin is around 10%. It's very tiring job. Sometimes you have to wake up early, open the shop, you have to know how to do everything. Apart from that, you have to do content, social media. So it's not easy job. You have to do unless you like it. You need to like it first. And then the profit only 10%. But if you do a few shop, it's good. Hospitality is all about warm, all about giving. Even me myself, I changed a lot. I become a better person because Thai people also monotone, Asian style. We don't talk too much. Like it's a culture. The Australian, they like a little bit like lively, right?
They are so welcoming. Yeah.
We also need to learn the different between culture. We need to adapt.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
need to understand like the Aussie don't like this way. This mean rude. Like that's why we always have to be more even on top of everything.
Yeah, it was incredible. I'm gonna buy some beans. Can I buy some beans
Yeah,
here?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this when they are saying it's incredible.
Life is like this, you know. We just need a little magic to let us move on. Okay. Sometimes when you have the idea and you don't make it, and then it's gone. You have to make it. Doesn't matter it's good or bad. You have to do it, and then now you know this is go to the right way or not.
So for you, you think when we have an idea, we have to do it to
Action.
know if it's good or not.
Yes, you have to make an action. You don't need to be perfect.
But how can I know if I'm not rushing?
Oh, most people wait until perfect. Never perfect.
I know I'm doing this.
No. Even you do Instagram, YouTube, no any video gonna be perfect. You just do it. You learn from the mistake. It's a journey. But you need to make it fast. Like for example, when
Yeah.
you have the ideas, just make it. Then you know it's good or bad. It's not about rushing. It's different. Rushing is made by emotional. Action is more logical. You wanna make it with logic.
Thank you so much. Oh, she's amazing. Act it fast, make it happen straight away. She is magic.